gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
All right. Tony.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 30 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Score Texans 7, Texans 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no error to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19. That's it. 11. Hey, uno more.
Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
All right. Speed left. Swap. Another swap. Hey, uno.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Texans 14, Texans 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Texans
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
17-yard line.
18. That's right. 11. Hey, Uno Mars. Why Tony? 19 Texans. Tonight.
Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there in 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Hey, team. That's it. Hey, uno.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Stroud to Mixon on the check down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hey, team. Hey, uno more. Why Tony?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Here's 3rd and 9.
On the quick, right?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Well, now how about this return?
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Tony.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 14 on the play. It's second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Stroud.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Texans